ladies and gentlemen, we made it. We're at the hotel finally. I switched to the shotgun because I think it's more useful than the handgun in this level. Either the shotgun or the rifle will suffice, but you have way more ammo for the shotgun. If you really want to, the chainsaw is a very good choice for the hotel, but I'm not going to use the chainsaw because you can only get it on a second playthrough. So just for the sake of being fair, I'm not going to use it. Right over here, there is a Little Mermaid music box. Let's examine this. Little Mermaid music box. Music box with figure from the fairy tale The Little Mermaid attached, found at the garden fountain. A funny little oversight that I always found funny is... my speech is redundant. Anyway, this right here, there's a fish on that fountain, but when you examine it, James says that there's a bird on the fountain. And the funny thing is that he says that because over here, there is a bird on this fountain. So, yeah, I guess the developers missed that. I'm gonna run around. There is nothing else in this yard except for that Little Mermaid music box, but I'm just gonna run around just so you can see all of the area. So there's a tree there, there's that. Just gonna run around for a bit just to appreciate the scenery. Again, there are no items. Okay. Here we go. Mary, I'm coming with a shotgun. Man, they give you a map right off the gate. Waiting for you. What's this? Room 312. That's the room Mary and I stayed in. Mary, are you there? Or maybe... hotel map for guests. Voice crack. That handwriting looked familiar. Instantly run downstairs. Yes, there's a lot to explore up there, but we want to come downstairs. Did you hear that? I heard it. I always found that just like it's something so small, but the sound of James bumping into this wall in particular sounds like it really hurts. Anyway, thinner, small can filled with thinner. It was lying inside the elevator. That's interesting. Little tidbit: this vase tripped me up when I first played because I was so confused regarding its flavor text. There's a vase here. It's not something that I can use right now. When I first played this game, when James said that it's not something you can use right now, I assumed that there was something you would do with this vase later, and I never found out what it was. And I'm like, man, what is that vase used for? When in reality, it's used for nothing. It's not used for any puzzles, and I was just being stupid. Same thing about the fountains up front, because James, if you examine them, James will say that there's water. That the water isn't flowing into them. So I assumed that you would have to get water out of them somehow. But I was just being stupid. Now we want to run all the way. Come on, camera, work with me. We're gonna run all the way over here. This room is not marked on the map. Fun fact, see, there's no door for this. So yeah. But in here, we have mannequins, and we definitely want to use the shotgun for these guys, because now that we're in the final level, these guys have a ton of health. Actually, just to show off how much health these guys have, I'm going to use a handgun on them. See, that was a mannequin, and it took 7 shots. Oh my goodness. Previously, the mannequins took 3 or 4. Handgun bullets, handgun bullets, handgun bullets. And rifle shells. Just a very nice supply room. Toilet paper, I don't need that right now. We can leave. Now we want to run over here. over to this room at the very end of the hall.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But she said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it? But don't tell Rachel, okay?
Who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me, but please give him a chance. It's true he may be a little slurry sometimes, and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's really a sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary.
Laura, how old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one Mary... Huh? I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Laura!
Man, you can see the animation for Laura leaving the door, but the door doesn't open. You can examine this piano. There's a piano here. I remember how much Mary liked to play the piano. She wasn't very good, but I still love to hear her play. That was so long ago, before we were even married. Why am I thinking of that now? A drawing by Laura? A cat? That's actually not bad for an 8-year-old, if I'm being completely honest. I got the fish key. An empty plate, a knife, and a fork. That's all. Nothing much of interest. I find it funny how James says it's not interesting that this is here when it's... I mean, it's pretty interesting in my opinion. Like, why would this be set up like this right here? Like, who set this up? Did Laura set it up? I don't think so. Can you examine this painting? No. No. I'm pretty sure you can actually see this picture in the apartments, but it's like a lot harder to see back then. But there's a clearer picture for you now. Anyway, prepare for this. Ah, I missed. No. You don't have to kill these guys, but just to show that you can, I'm going to try to kill them. There we go. These are the guys I'm talking about earlier when I said the rifle isn't that bad, because the rifle is probably the best weapon for these guys. Yes, the rifle's aim completely sucks. The aim is so bad on the rifle, but it is the best weapon for these guys, in my opinion. If you use the handgun, it'll take way too many bullets. If you use the pipe, you'll get hit. If you use the shotgun, you'll also get hit. I've tried. So yeah. If you really want to deal with these guys, which you don't have to because they're easy to run around, then rifle's your best shot. a little detail a lot of people don't know about. If you run up these stairs and examine the gate, you will hear something interesting. Just listen.
James.
So yeah, that's interesting. Let's go see where that was on the map. Ah, man. The room's right there. I wonder, was she calling from that room? Huh. You can enter this room, where there is first aid kit, shotgun shells, handgun bullets. The bag is locked. In my opinion, this is the most obscure key in the game because, I mean, it's not obscure, it's pretty easy to find, but where to use it is probably the most obscure because I don't see the connection between this fish key and the bag here, but you do have to use this here. Did I read this? Key with fish key shaped key holder. I mean, key with fish shaped key holder. Oh my goodness. Yeah, use it here. I use the fish key. I got the key to hotel room 204. So yeah, fish key, this bag, I don't see the relation, but yeah. I don't think I mentioned this ever because I didn't think it was something that worth noting because it's just obvious, but you can see where items are placed when James's head looks at an item. Yes, gonna mention that in episode 10. Very good walkthrough where I am. Handgun bullets. Whoop, pick these up. Shotgun shells right there. Healthy drink right here. This is really a memo or anything, but he does say something interesting when you examine it. There's a book open on top of the desk. It looks like a medical book. I've already read enough medical books. None of them ever did any good. Ah, that's sad. There is a ton of flavor text in this room if you want to run around and examine stuff. So yeah, you can examine that. You can examine... I think you can examine these brochures. I guess not. There are some brochures you can examine later, though. Tourist brochures, yeah, you can examine those. Anyway, over here, there are some shotgun shells. Navigating that room is kind of funny, because it's so small. And James's hitbox is kind of big. Yeah, so it's just kind of funny. Anyway. Whoopsie daisies, look at me going the wrong way. We want to go over here instead. I'm going to look at my map so I can see where I am. Right there. And we want to make it all the way to room 204. Step on it, James. If you get grabbed like that, then I found that the fastest way to get out of it is to mash square, X, and R1 and L1 at the same time while rotating the analog stick. That seems to work really good for me. I really shouldn't use the chainsaw because, again, you can only get it on a second playthrough, so it wouldn't be fair. But I kind of want to show you a really efficient way to get rid of these guys if you do have the chainsaw. So I'm going to make an exception. So yeah, if you do have the chainsaw is very, very good for that purpose. Yeah, so back to the shotgun I go. It's only fair. You can pick this up, employ elevator key. Let's examine that. I'm going the wrong way. Now that I think about it, it would have been faster to just scroll that way. Employee elevator key, the tag on it says employee elevator found at room 204. What is this? Photos of Scott all over the bed. What's this? Part of the photo has been colored over with marker. Is that the most concerning thing about you, James? Not the fact that there are a bunch of pictures of people we've met on the bed right here? They're probably... Oh man, it looks like a fight happened here. What happened? I mean, Jesus. Anyway, a little thinner. I almost called it a lighter. Dose. That's interesting, because there's a song called Overdose Illusion in this game. I need to stop saying that's interesting. Tune. Anyway, D-O-S-E. Dose. Cinderella music box. Cinderella music box. Music box, a figure from the fairy tale Cinderella attached. Found it inside the trunk in room 202. Now we want to leave. Our next destination is that hallway that I accidentally entered a little bit ago. I'm really happy that I caught that cry on camera, because that very rarely happens for me. Apparently it happens pretty commonly, like 50% of the time, but I've played this game, I would say over 50 times, and I've only gotten that like 4 times. I'm being serious. That rarely ever happens for me. Now we want to enter this. Drink, and rifle shells right there. Anyway, this is our next destination. Gonna look at my map so you can see where I am. I am right here on the map. Conveniently for us, there is a save point right here. There are also some very convenient health drinks right here. James has a lot of flavor text in the hotel, as you probably noticed already. So you can use them this if you want. There are no memos hanging here. I mean, there are memos hanging here, my bad. There, you can also examine this. Employee regulations are posted here. They've got nothing to do with me. So yeah, James has a ton of flavor text in the hotel if you want to examine stuff and read it. Anyway, the shelf is empty. This part's always fun because you have to trigger this sound in order to continue on with the game. And you have to examine this. Something is written over the button. What's this? Weight allowance, 1 person. Yes, you have to trigger that or else James won't put his stuff on the shelf. And you gotta get rid of everything. All of your health drinks, all of your weapons, all of your ammo, all of it. There is no easy way around it. Can I keep the great knife? No, you can't keep the great knife. You can keep the photo of Mary and you can keep the letter from Mary. So yeah, we want to go to floor 1. Which is interesting because we've already been to floor 1, so... I wonder where it could be taking us. Huh. This doesn't look like floor 1. Oh, but it is. This is the employee map. I wonder what's different about it. Oh, there's this whole section over here. Anyways, you want to run over here. And over to this room. Gotta look at my map so you can see where I am. I'm right over here. Into the pantry we go. There are apples and pumpkins here. Yeah, James, I know. He has a lot of flavor text in this room too, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, a lot to examine. Vaguely smells of mold. Ew. Snow White music box. Music box of Snow White drawn on it. Found it in the pantry. Or found in pantry. My bad. Now we want to leave. And over here. Over to this room right here. That would be right there on the map, the office. I got the videotape. There's a can opener beneath the videotape. I got a can opener. Can opener, videotape. Tool for opening cans. Videotape I forgot at the hotel 3 years ago. Silent Hill is written on the label in my handwriting. This is definitely the videotape I recorded back then. Ah man, he recorded a videotape with his wife? Ooh, Jesus. I wonder what that could possibly be. There's nothing useful in the documents on top of the desk. Yep, that is all there is in this room. Now, we want to run over here. We want to go in here. Wait, actually... this room. I almost forgot this room. There's a scheduled book here. The date is from 1 year ago. Rifle shells, rifle shells. Yes, you can come in here for some very, very nice rifle shells. Now, we can go where we want to go. Over here to this stairwell. Ah! I'm defenseless, ew! Get away from me, you slimy creatures. There is a first aid kit right here. And there is a bar key right there. Okay, let us examine the bar key. Key to the bar. Key to the door which goes from the hotel's underground bar to hallway. Found it in the boiler room. Now I run over here. I'm pretty sure, I think you can examine this. Empty wine bottles, nothing interesting. Health drink right there. There's another health drink right here. What is this? There's a can with no label on it. Luckily for us, we found a can opener. There was a light bulb in the can. I got a light bulb. Seems like something that you'd find that you see in a dream. You can examine this fridge, nothing really interesting about it though. This is one of my favorite rooms in the whole game, gonna be honest. I just like it. You can examine the counter. The counter. Mary and I shared some nice drinks together at this bar. Sometimes it seems like so long ago, and sometimes it's just as if it were yesterday. Ah. James, is this really the time to reminisce? This light actually does have a unique camera angle, but it's like really specific. You gotta be over here. It should be probably over here where you're actually looking at it, but nope, it's over here for some reason. Anyway, there's a lamp on the counter. There is no light bulb in the lamp, and when you examine this, he said he tries the bar key, but it's too dark to find the keyhole. So what you want to do is you want to use the light bulb on this lamp. Put in the light bulb, and yeah, you can unlock that. I think you can examine this. Nope. You can examine that later, but not now. Can you examine the jukebox? There's a jukebox here, it doesn't play, so it must be broken. Now we can find the keyhole. Simple and clean is the way that you're... Anyway. Ah, it hit me. James! James! There we go. Okay, we are back and in action. Now we want to run... we want to run all the way back to where the... to where we left our items. So, yes, just... a lot of backtracking, so let's go. Over here. Up here. And then over here. And then over here. And then we run over here. try to avoid those guys. Really no shame in getting hit by them because they don't do much damage. And now we can get all of our stuff back. Yep, we have it all back. Equip whatever works best for you. I'm gonna get the shotgun. Really no shame in saving again. And funnily enough, those mannequins despawn now they have a shotgun. So really, they only cared when we were defenseless. I am actually going to go back to the basement just so I can examine some things that you couldn't examine before. So yeah. Okay, here I am back in the basement. A display of lures. It looks like fishing in the lake is a popular activity among the tourists. I'm no good at it, so I never tried it when I was here. Another thing you couldn't examine before because you didn't have your flashlight is right over here. And it's this little clock thing. There's a time clock here. The clock isn't working, so I guess it must be broken. And probably the most interesting you can examine now that we have the flashlight is in the employee lounge over here. If you examine this, it will say there's a heater here. On the back, in small letters, it says, "I'm Johnny, one hot guy." And yeah, that's all the examinable things that we couldn't examine before because we didn't have the flashlight. Now that I showed all that off, I want to go to the base floor. Which would be down here. Look at this, we haven't been here yet. There's a save point right there if you want to save. If you examine this, James says he can't leave the hotel just yet, which is kind of interesting. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. That's our clue to go get the videotape, but using the route I took, we just get it before that. I got the key to room 312, the key to the room where Mary and I stayed. Let's examine that. Oh man, I got hit a lot, I guess. Might as well be on green. I mean, who am I kidding? Key to room 312. Key to room number 312 in the hotel. It was lying behind the counter of the lobby reception desk. Oh wait a minute. I didn't examine it. Room 312 is the room Mary and I stayed in 3 years ago. Kind of interesting, but if you examine the bell, he'll say there's a bell here. If I ring it, I don't think anyone will come. Somewhat unique flavor text. Very subtly unique, that is. Can you examine these chairs? Nope. And now let's do this puzzle. This is one of my favorite puzzles in the game because I like how it functions. So if you just... There's a plate in front of the indentation and something is engraved on it. Seat of the princess who woke from death. Will you play the music box? Yes. So if you play it now, it'll sound all creepy and broken. But you gotta place the music boxes where they ought to be. So there's rectangular indentation. There's a plate in front of the... Yeah, we already read that. The seat of the princess who fled at midnight. Now, the princess who fled at midnight would have been Cinderella, because anybody who watched the Disney movie Cinderella would know that. I put down the Cinderella music box. Will you play it? I mean, might as well, just to show what it sounds like. Granted, it's faster to not let that cutscene play. And this one is the seat of the princess who woke from death. That would be... Whoopsie daisies. That would be... James, stop. That would be Snow White. Because remember Prince Charming kissed her and she woke up? Might as well play it just to hear what it sounds like. And finally, seat of princess who spoke no words. Because remember, she traded her legs. Wait, whoops. Little Mermaid traded her voice so she could have legs. Remember that? So we want to use the Little Mermaid music box right here. And now when we play it, Hotel stairway key. Now for the easy riddle. When the lost one is returned, the sour note shall turn sweet. It doesn't matter what order the music boxes are placed in on easy, so just place them wherever. Now for the hard and extra riddle. It's the same on both difficulties. 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. That would be Cinderella, because greed and shoes, kind of fits the theme of Cinderella. Even so, I want to believe that she was happy. Would be the Little Mermaid, because she wanted to find happiness of that man she saw. Beauty, both a blessing and a curse thou be. That would be Snow White, because there's a theme in Snow White, being that beauty is both a blessing and a curse. Interestingly enough, is that if you look very closely, you can see a Cinderella music box, or I mean a Rapunzel music box there, my bad. Now we want to go to the gate that we heard the woman shout her name. Oh wait, oh man, I almost didn't examine this. Hotel stairway key. Key to door from stairway to 3rd floor hall. It was hidden inside the big music box in the lobby. Oh boy. Can you examine this painting? There's a painting here on the wall. It looks like a landscape of this area. Interesting. Sometimes it's kind of funny, but sometimes I'll be like running down this hallway and James will just straight up clonk into nothing. Like there won't be anything here. He'll just bump into it and I'm like, what was that? Anyway, we are finally at room 312. Let's go in it, shall we? Oh man, this room is beautiful. Look at that. Does he say anything about any of this? Come on, James. You probably have a lot to say. I never noticed the thing on the doorknob right there. I forgot what they're called. Yeah, look at that. Man, he has no flavor text for any of this, does he? Yeah. There's a television here. Even when it's plugged in, all I get is snow. There's a VCR here. It looks like I'll be able to use it. Oh man, let's watch the videotape, shall we? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so stoked to see what this could be.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Mary.
you get the letter? Did you find Mary? If not, let's get going already, okay?
Laura. Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
No, I killed her.
You killer! Why'd you do it? I hate you! I want her back! Give her back to me! I knew it! You didn't care about her! I hate you, James! I hate you! I hate you! I hate you! She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. The Mary you know isn't here. Laura, I'm sorry. That voice!
There's nothing to see. I always find it funny how James moved this chair to watch the TV. That's all Mary has to say, so. Save point. The Otherworld Hotel change is definitely one of the cooler, more emotional moments in the series. Just look at this place, it's all dripping. It's as if there was a fire here. And this song is one of my favorite Silent Hill songs, personally. I'm gonna look at my map. What? It's all different. What's this purple ink? Where's all my markings I did? There were a lot of brochures here earlier. Where'd all the books go? There's a book here, doesn't look like it'll be of any particular use. This will only appear after you do certain requirements, but I'm gonna read it anyway because it is technically a memo. Crimson Ceremony book. The title is Crimson Ceremony. Speak, I am the Crimson One. The lies and the mist are not they but I. You all know that I am one. Yes, and the one is I. Believers, hearken to me, 20 score men and 7,000 beasts. Heed my word and speaketh them to all, that they shall ever be obeyed even under the light of the proud and merciless sun. I shall bring down bitter vengeance upon thee, and thou shalt suffer my eternal wrath. The beauty of the withering flower and the last struggles of the dying man, they are my blessings. They shalt ever call upon me and all that is me in the place that is silent. O proud fragrance of life which flies towards the heart, O cup which brims with the whitest of wine, it is in thee that all begins. Very strange.
Mary's going to die? You must be joking.
I'm very sorry.
But you're a doctor. It's your job to heal people. How can you just let her die?
Please, calm down. As her doctor, I promise I'll do what I can. But there's still no effective treatment for her condition.
How long does she have?
I'm afraid I'm not sure. 3 years at most. Perhaps 6 months. It's impossible to say with certainty.
I can't hear anything anymore. Maybe James doesn't want to hear it. What? Did we just get teleported? Ah, but we did. We went to 207 and we got teleported to 204. Did you see that? No way, where are we now? 219. We were all the way over there too. This place just keeps looking worse and worse. Handing bullets there. Man. Just to think this place was so pristine. Not even 10 minutes ago. 2 ampules right there. Enjoy this scenery while it lasts, because it's truly some of the best in the whole series. Anyway, you want to go down to the basement. The music stopped. It's all silent now. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, water's rising. Oh man, there probably was a fire here, because in fires, all the water from the hoses leak to the basement. You do not have to press the keypad like that. Like, you don't have to go 3, 2, 1 basement. You can just press the basement. James has no flavor text for anything anymore, so don't bother examining anything, except for all of these health drinks. Rifle shells right there. Shotgun shells over here. And a first aid kit. Man, this game is being very generous. I wonder why they're giving us so much stuff. Oh man. There are lion figures on the ground now. They're blocking my way. Interestingly enough, over here, there is a part where the water does not line up with the wall at all. See that? It's kind of funny.
I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? my mama? It's you! Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
Thank you for saving me. But I wish you hadn't. Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
No, Angela, that's wrong.
No, don't pity me. I'm not worth it. Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me? Take care of me? Heal all my pain? That's what I thought. James, give me back that knife.
No, I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No, I'd never kill myself. It's hot as hell in here.
You see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Angela, no! You cannot follow her. You'll just get hit by the fire. Let's watch her go up there, shall we? Even though there was a decade age gap between these two, those words about taking care of her properly probably still hurt James a lot, so that's a shame. Yep, can't see her anymore. Ah, Angela. Oh, we have nowhere to go, so... Oh, wait, I don't have a map of this area. Oh man, but we just had a map a room ago. Ah, the geometry isn't making any sense at all. This is like nowhere from Silent Hill 1. Do I have a map of this area? But I do. What happened? Where did I go just a second ago? Huh. Run along over here. For 2 ampules, man, just to think, this game gives you 12 ampules. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I like it personally. I love having 12 ampules, but wow, 12. Over here, there are some rifle shells. These are the last common items in the game. Those 2 rifle shells right there. Alrighty, let's go. Do not bother fighting these guys. These are end-game mandarins. They will take forever to kill. Even with the shotgun. Oh, for the love of God, save! Yeah, 9 save points. That's a good way to tell the player to get going.
I was weak. That's why I needed you. Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
Turn around. Run to the corner. Turn around at the corner. Position your back to the wall like this. Get out the great knife. Examine the... Wait a minute. Where'd the letter for Mary go? Oh no, my whole reality is crumbling apart. Wait till they approach you. Do not do... Well, don't do an overhead swing. You want to do a side-to-side swing like this. And I'm getting hit. You want to do this. You want to make sure your knife is bouncing up against the wall. If it's not, then this will not work. Your back needs to be positioned to the wall as well, near the door. And yeah, this is the most efficient way to go about this. This only works on hard mode, by the way. This will not work on normal because you do not have wall bouncing on normal mode. You'll look green, really no harm. And trust me when I say, get out the shotgun. Oh, God. Pyramid Head won't move anymore. It looks like he's holding something. I got a scarlet egg. Got a rust-colored egg. Rust-colored egg. It's about the size of a quail's egg. Pyramid Head was holding it. About the size of a quail's egg. Pyramid Head was holding it. Those are the last items in the game. You want to use one on the door. It does not matter at all which one you use it on. So use the scarlet egg on the door. Now you want to use one again on the other door. It does not hurt to go back and save. Looks like there's a woman on the door right here. Where are we? Are we leaving? Huh.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
That is depressing. I can't turn back now. This is no time to run away. If you run over here, you can see that there's a ladder. I mean, a stairway leading to nothing, which is kind of interesting to me. So I'm going to show it. I've always wanted to see this graffiti right here closer, but I just can't. The camera will not let you. It is much faster to strafe up these stairs like this. But if you just run up them straight, he'll actually stutter every few steps for some reason. Like this. I'm not walking purposely like that. It's just how the game functions. But I'm gonna run up the stairs like this anyway, just for the climax. What? That's interesting. How he just runs up these stairs normally. Wait, now he's running up slowly up them. Well, it seems that there is a point of no return here. Make sure your shotgun's fully loaded. Let's do this.
Mary?
Wrong again. Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? Maria, I'm done with you.
What do you mean? But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted.
Now I understand. The problem is, you're not Mary.
No, James. I won't let you. I'll never let you have your Mary back.
On normal and easy mode, this boss fight is really easy, but on hard mode, she's a huge pain in the ass. You want to wait till she shoots her moths at you. Come on, do it. Just do it. I know you have it in you. Okay, she's not doing it, surprisingly. But you want to shoot a shot, and then you want to run over to her like this. And then when she shoots at her tentacle, you want to do it again. So run, turn around after she shoots the tentacle out. Ah, she shot her moths. That's exactly what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the moths to shoot so I wouldn't have to worry about it. She does that a lot. But when you're far away, she does it a lot. But when you're up close, she really does it. So yeah, shoot, run, shoot, run straight, run under her, shoot. I have not been counting my shots. I tried to pause, but I couldn't. On normal mode, you should be able to outrun the moths when you're shooting your gun, but on hard mode, they're a lot faster. See, they caught up with me there. The more health she loses, the more she'll do that. And those moths do damage you, I think. And they also let her get in more of a position to grab you. I'm trying to get into position again to where she's just stun locked in that tentacle state. So she used her tentacle there. I'm going to run. Shoot behind me. I'm going to run again. She's going to use her tentacle, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to shoot her again. And if you don't want her mobs to shoot at, you got to be somewhat a distance away from her. And you probably noticed just from watching, but she is really, really fast. On hard mode, at least. On normal, she's kind of slow, but on hard mode, she's really fast. So got a shot into her. I knew the mods were going to catch up to me. Where is she? There she is. And I somehow missed. It's kind of funny that he missed there, actually, because that was point blank range. I hit her, so I'm going to run behind her. She's going to use her tentacle, so I'm going to run behind her. I'm trying to get her in that position where she just keeps using the tentacle over and over again, but she's not doing it. I got it earlier in this fight, but she's just shooting mobs at me now. The rifle is not worth using on hard mode. The rifle is the best weapon against her on normal and easy. Well, not easy, but on normal, it's definitely the best weapon against her. But on hard mode, you want to use a shotgun because if you use the rifle on her, her mods will totally catch up to you, and it's just annoying. If you want to be really safe about it, you could use the handgun, but it takes a while. But you will be sure to avoid damage that way. 200 handgun bullets is more than enough to deal with her. The best way to get out of the mods and her tentacle grab is to mash R1, L1, X, and square at the same time while rotating the analog stick. At least that's what I've noticed. And we're playing this on hard mode, so she has a ton of health. She would have been dead like 2 minutes ago on normal. I missed. I'm gonna reload. You know what? Let's use an ampule. Really no harm. Where are you? There you are. Okay, tentacle. I'm gonna run. Gonna shoot. Whenever she uses her tentacle, that's when you know you can run under her and get a good shot on her without getting hit. But again, as the battle goes on hard mode, she will get faster and she will get more sporadic. Like, see, she's like outrunning my shots right now. Another reason why it's not a wise idea to use the rifle in hard mode is because she will outrun your rifle shots. She's faster than your rifle. So really, you want to try to make point blank shotgun shots like that. That was actually a really good shot because a lot of blood went a lot of places. I mean, blood splattered everywhere. A lot of blood went a lot of places. That's funny terminology. Let's end this on full health, and let's do this the only way I know how. What a climactic ending.
James.
Mary?
James.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James.
I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth. You also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is, part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Mary?
James.
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing. Now we can be together.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you. Waiting for you to come to see me. But you never do. And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
Wow, what a brutal ending. So yeah, that was maybe spoilers, maybe not. That was the worst ending. That was the in water ending. Actually, no, it's not the worst ending. In my opinion, there is a ending that is technically worse. But this game treats that ending like the worst ending. But most players think that the better you play, the more likely you are to get a good ending. So the best ending, most think that if you avoid fights, stay on green health the whole game, beat the game relatively quickly, beat it pretty efficiently with little damage, then you're going to get the good ending. But the requirements for getting the different endings are more arbitrary than you'd think. So yeah. The reason why I probably got the worst ending there is because, one, I examined every memo, and there are some memos that would probably trigger that ending more than other memos. And because I didn't heal that often, I was often on red health. And there's a bunch of little things that will affect your ending. So yeah, I will be going over how to get every ending in another video. But in this playthrough, I got the in water ending. I love how random it is. Like it's always a new flavor every week. Like which ending am I gonna get this time? This is a funny song to end the game with. It's so like kind of upbeat, but not really. It's rocking, I can tell you that. Similarly to Silent Hill 1, this game also has different ending songs. So this is the one that plays for the in-water ending. The ending I got. The other ending songs are much more relaxed and melancholy, but this one's like rockin'. Look at James and Angela. That's very unfortunate. I always liked watching the cutscenes play in this. It's funny that the cutscene they use for Maria right here is actually from a different ending. That's not the ending I got. Man, 2001. Think about that. Alright, this is... I love this song so much. This is one of my favorite songs in the entire game. I love it. I can sit on this result screen for hours and I can just listen to this. Game result, game result, action level hard, riddle level normal, but I showed every riddle, so in actuality, I probably got like a bonus riddle level difficulty there, you know, ignore that normal. Ending is the in-water ending. There are 7 endings, because as we can see there, it says ending clear. I got 4 out of 4 plus 3, which means that there are 4 regular endings and 3 secret endings. Technically 2 secret endings, but yeah. Saves 28, total time 4 hours 28 minutes and 1 second. I probably showed off less game time than that in these videos, but the reason why it's so high is because, you know, there were times where I just kind of sat around waiting to get my recording set up before I actually did the episode. And I also cut out a lot of stuff too. So yeah. Walking distance, I walked 1.81 kilometers and I ran 16 kilometers. 270 items, that is every regular item in the game. Plus 4 are the secret items I picked up. So I picked up the chainsaw, the green hyper spray, and I also picked up 2 books. But don't worry, I'll be showing where all the items are. I mean, all the secret items are. But yeah, 270 items, that's all of them. I killed 10 enemies by shooting, and I defeated 67 by fighting. Boat stage time is 1 minute 37 seconds and 16 milliseconds. The reason why that probably is because I looked at my memo in the middle of writing the boat stage. Max boat speed 3.19. That's actually pretty good. Total damage 1003. That's embarrassing. Oh boy. And your rank 6.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.9 stars. I mean 6.9 stars. 6.9. Oh my goodness. That's perfect. Save clear data. You know what? Let's save. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and there is more waiting us. I will be sure to show off how to get 10 stars, and I will show off how to get every extra item and every ending, and that's going to be fun, so prepare for that.